You're live. Hello. I'm not getting any sound. All right. I need sound. Come on. Mute. I'm not getting sound. Sound. Yes, I'm getting sound. Hello. All right. I think it's good. Okay. I've got that right. Now, okay. I think that's good. Edit. Launch. Okay, that's right. Good. Cancel. Just want to go back. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's see. Settings. Sound. Channel level settings. No, I don't want that. Chat. I can put that there. Live. Okay. I'm just going to leave it going. See if anybody shows up early. Yay! I'm not sure if my. Right. Now, it does look like it's working. It's just not very loud. I'm not sure. That's right. Live streaming YouTube is using your camera and microphone. Oh, I wonder. Now, can I pause it? All right. Where's my phone? I don't know. I'll check it again in a minute. All right, let me see here. Okay. don't care about, well, I mean, really don't care about recording it. I don't want to end the stream. All right, so no, I can't. Okay. Wonder if I can make this any bigger. Ooh, no, make it smaller. I want it bigger. All right, that's not going with this. It'll be okay. I'll just have to make it quick. I'm live and I'm public.
Please leave your message for.
No, you can't go out. Okay. We have this. Where do I look to see who's on? Chat. Oh, there it is. Number of people, likes, chat, engage with your audience. Those are those. Add emotes. Right. Hello. It's really low. I need somebody to check and see if you can hear me. Right. Live streaming on YouTube. Why does it say I don't have access to that feature? There's somebody there. Hello? Is there somebody there and can you hear me? I need to check this out. They went away. Hello? Anybody home? Oh, I hope this works this time. Let me call Chris.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, can you jump on my YouTube channel and help me check out my sound?
Yeah, you'll have to give me a few minutes to get my computer on because it takes a. Oh wait, maybe I could do that on.
You can probably do it on the phone.
Yeah, my other phone. I gotta go get my other phone.
I want to make sure I've got a picture coming. It says I'm live streaming.
How you doing? This is Bob Watson, CSM down in Florida.
And
I gotta go in the other room.
Okay. I hope this is going to work this time.
Okay, YouTube. I see you live.
Oh, good. I don't see a number for you. Can you hear me?
Yep. You're a couple seconds behind, but yeah.
Oh, good. All right. So you can hear me and you can see me, but I don't see a one on a view. Can you type hello in and let me see if that comes through on my chat? Oh, I see. I got a one there now. And I've got Christy says I got you, and it said hello. I guess it's gonna work.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh my gosh, that would be wonderful. Okay, thank you. All right.
You're awesome.
Okay, bye. Okay. Are you still there, Chris? I have one person. Is that you? I got 4 minutes till 3:00. Let's get some action going here. At least it's working so far. Yoo-hoo. Bye, Christy. All right, we're doing good. $3:00. Don't make me talk to myself. Somebody's there. Hello, I see I have one person online. Who am I talking to? No, I don't have a person online. I do have somebody online. It says 1, 2. Oh boy, welcome to my channel. This is exciting. It's actually working. And type in who you are and where you are. Let me see you. Because I do feel like I'm talking to myself. Maybe there'll be some other people. If you can hear me, let me know if you can hear me and see me. Today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what it's like not playing violin anymore, which is kind of lonely. I miss doing it, but I don't miss the stress, and I'm loving working with my sewing and doing that, not having to worry about getting out rainstorms and traffic and getting to gigs on time. That's a good thing. So the other thing today, I want to show you all the things I've made and hope that everybody will go over and visit my online shop, which is upcycle-creations.com. And it's in my description for this, upcycle-creations, plural.com. Yes, that's it. So I still see a 2, like there are 2 people there, and I would love to know who you are and where you are. I'm sure you're probably friends of mine because I didn't tell a lot of people about this because I didn't know if it was going to work. So anyway, one thing I forgot was how much memory it might take to do a live stream. So we could get cut off right in the middle. So this is one of the things that I've made. And this is Miriam the librarian. And she's got her little bun up here. And she's one of the things that I made for sale in my shop. Her legs will dangle. And she's even got little slippers to go with everything. So she's around there, and her clothes do come off, but I wouldn't give her to a little girl, that's going to be taking them off and on all the time because it's really not made for that. And yes, she does have a beauty mark right here, right over here. That's my own blood. I stuck myself with a pin, and I thought, well, it looks like a little heart, so you get a little bit of me with Marion the librarian. So she is listed in my shop, and I've got so many things here. I can't remember everything, and I didn't mark it all as to how much it is. You'll just have to go over there and see. But most of my things run between $10 and $35, depending on what they are. I have a couple of things that are outside that range, but I see 3 people. I'd love to say hello to you. I had my daughter type hello, so I think the chat's working. So tell me who you are and where you are. And don't forget, my online shop is upcycle-creations.com. And here's my little beanbag frog. He's a glitzy little thing. And he's got his eyes to look at you right there. See, he's looking at you. And he's a cute thing. He'd be cute sitting on anybody's shelf. He'll sit in your hand. Turn him around the other way. There he goes. There he is, sitting. So you can see about size. He's about hand size. Then I have Blondie. I love making these dolls. There's no pattern for them. You just start cutting and sewing arms and legs and things. And this is Blondie. She's about 12 inches tall, probably. And she's got a nice silky dress on and plenty of hair. She's got googly eyes and nice and soft. Now, she would not be for like a tiny baby because she's got things that come off, but for a little girl, she'd be all right. So that's Blondie. So my favorite, though, is this one. I spent 3 weeks working on King Bunny here. This is slow stitching. You turn him around so he's looking at you. And so I made the bunny rabbit with his ears and everything. And then I started decorating him, and I'll try to show you a lot of what he has. This is one ear. It's got netting on it and buttons and embroidery. And here's the other one. It's all decorated. And then he has a real, he wears his heart on his chest right there. And then he has, let's see if I can get around here. Yeah, this is just a thing of embroidery that I did that just adds something. He's got lace, and then on his back, he has a heart right there and a ribbon, and he has a nice little butterfly. So that's King Bunny, and he's got great big googly eyes, the better to watch you with. So, yes, I still see one person's with me. Hello. I'd love to know who you are and where you are. This is my octopus. He's crocheted, and of course, he's got eight legs coming along here. And he also has googly eyes. He'd be cute sitting on somebody's shelf, just watching them, or sitting across the top of the computer. I've been busy making stuff for quite a while. It took me a while to figure out how to make a shop online. It took a whole lot of learning and watching YouTube videos. So while I was doing all of that, I was working on learning how to do this stuff. And this is my second try at a live stream. The first one, I crashed and burned. It just didn't work. We couldn't get it. It kept freezing up. So I tried. That was on Facebook. This one is on YouTube. And this is my YouTube channel right here. And if you will be so kind as to subscribe and tell people about it, that'll help me. And then you'll know when other products and videos come out. And next time I'm live streaming, because I've got so much stuff. There's no way that I can show it all to you today. But I am having fun, and it is a learning process that I'm still going through. You'd think that at 77 you'd be done with that, and here I am just beginning. But I always go back to the fact that if I can learn how to play violin, I can learn how to do this live stream. And so far, it does seem to be working. This is one of those bags that it's only 20 inches high. It looks like it's a lot bigger. That you put the plastic bags in the top, and there's elastic at the bottom, and you pull them out. So it's a nice bright thing to hang in your kitchen. And it has a little loop here that you can hang on a hook and see. So that's another thing that I have made. I do miss getting up every morning and practicing violin. In fact, the other day I was going to open up my case, and I thought, no, I don't even want to look at it. It's probably going to need repairs. It's been there for so long. And there's a little thing called bow bugs, and you can't see them. But if you leave your bow in the case and close it up and it gets warm and snuggly in there, the bow bugs come from just out of nowhere, and they eat your bow hairs. And I know that when I go in and look for my bow, it's going to need rehair, and I know I won't be able to play on it. These are the twins, and this is they're same thing. They're about what are they, about 10 inches tall or something like that? You can pretty much tell what tall they are. And she's got a nice little rose in her hair, and he's got on a little Scottish cap there. So they are nice and soft and cuddly. And I even learned how to make clothes for them. The clothes are sewn on these. They can't be taken off. They stay put. So, yeah, hello, whoever you are. I really appreciate your being there. I'd love to know who you are. Don't forget, you can see all of this stuff, and on my online shop, you can pay if you see something you like. You can check out a cart, and it's safe to use your credit card. and the shipping is built in there. It tells you exactly what it is, and then I can get it out to you. This is interesting right here. I like slow stitching. I like handwork, and I have on this channel, Upcycle Creations on YouTube. I have a tutorial on slow stitching. It's a part 1 and a part 2, and then I have another one on what do you do with it once you get it done. So this is like a little book, and it has the tie here to hold it together, but it's a needle book. It's very ornate. It's completely done in handwork, so I have to kind of run it by you this way so you can see it. You can see it's got all sorts of stuff on it, and that's what you see on the outside. On the inside, you have a pocket right here, and then this is for, now this doesn't come with it, but this is for the seam ripper. These are felt pages right here, and they're for your needles and pins, safety pins, whatever. And then here is a place to keep a small pair of scissors, and then another pocket, and the pockets have snaps on them so that you can close them and it'll be secure and you won't lose your stuff. So this way, if you like to do handwork, this is a great thing to have, so that you just pick it up, tie it, and you've got everything. You've got your thread, your needle, your scissors, everything you need to take with you to do handwork. So that's my needle book. And all of this is at upcycle-creations.com. Here's another of my octopi. He's not as big as the other one. His legs aren't as long. He's got a cute little hat and a little poof up there. And he also has little googly eyes. They didn't stand out enough, so I put some extra around them. So who's on? I don't see, but only my daughter has said hello. Anybody else out there? I feel like I'm talking to myself. Hello. Now, this is one of my girly girl pieces. I wanted to make Valentines for Valentine's Day, but I didn't want them just to be red and only good for then. So this is a heart, and it can be a Valentine also. And it's also slow stitched with all sorts of stuff. It's surrounded by the lace, and it has a satin back. And that would be gorgeous sitting on any girl's bed or on their shelves to brighten up a room. And it's all handwork and all just fancy stitching. So, yeah, I hope you can hear me. Hope you can see me. Hello. This is my little princess doll. Let's see if I can get her in here good. She's a little taller than the others. She's got on little white slippers, and I made the clothes and the doll. She has her hair, a nice bow in her hair. And since she's a princess, she has a little tiara up there. So I gave her great big eyes. These are embroidered on, and all her facial features are embroidered. I've been busy doing this. Yeah, and lots of interest around the bottom of her skirt. And now her dresses don't come off. They're sewn on. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have. These are coasters. I've got another one. There's another blue one. I'm missing a blue one. Here it is. There they are. These are little coffee cup coasters, and they're big enough to set your coffee cup on, and they come in a set of 4, and they'll protect your furniture. Yep, there it is. And they're crocheted just out of regular old worsted. Ooh, there are 3 people with us now. I wish somebody'd tell me who you are. Hello? Anybody else do crocheting out there? If there's anything that I do on here that you'd like to learn about, let me know and I can do a tutorial on it. I've only done one tutorial so far, and that's on the slow stitching, because that's such a good place to start if you haven't done sewing, because it is so forgiving. In fact, when you start it, you don't know how it's going to end up. I'm working on one right now. Let me grab this. This is the one I'm working on, and I just pick it up and add to it whenever I have time. And it's going to end up being at least one purse. I might cut it up and use it. I have another shorter piece, but then I may mix it with another colored fabric and make it go a little farther. But Upcycle Creations is all about zero waste. I really try and take things that nobody wants or it's headed to the landfill and make things out of it. So with that in mind, this is kind of a large one. These are my Publix bags, and the little green ones I think maybe Target or someplace else, I don't know. But this, it has one handle here and this big button, and you can undo it, and it is not lined. So the nice thing about it is if you took it to the beach, got sand in it and everything, just hose it off. It'll be fine. Just hose it away. So that is all made out of plastic bags. It's very washable and very, very sturdy. So like I say, all of this stuff is available on my website, upcycle-creations.com, and be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Here's another one of my, back to these. I've got these in lots of different colors. Here's purple. I got a set of purples. I have some deep red. Here it is. Let me get that so you can see that. Yeah. I've got some deep red ones and another shade of green. So, and I also have some pink ones around here somewhere. So I've got those. And this is something. This is a purse, and it's got 4 layers of ruffles of different kinds. And this flap comes from the back and comes over, and it, has the little flower right there. It is completely lined on the inside, and there's a magnetic snap to keep it secure, and there's a pocket inside the lining in there, and it has a crossbody which is adjustable, so you can fix it any way you need to. This one was quite a deal to make. It's got all sorts of fun stuff, and you can tell it's a good size. You can put a bunch of stuff in there, but it's not too big. Here's another. This is one of my blue jean bags, and it is just just part of the blue jeans. They've been loved before. There, and it has the original pocket, which I thought was nice. It has all that fancy stuff on it, and it's also here has this pocket, and then this one. And I wanted to make it a little bigger, so I added some extra material there, and then cut the roses out and used them for appliques so it would match. So there is a blue jean bag, and it's also lined on the inside. It has a pocket too. If you can, how do I get that around there? It has a pocket in there, and it also has a magnetic snap so that it stays nice and secure. And it also has a crossbody strap that's adjustable. So, and this is all a part of trying to cut down on waste. I hate to see good stuff go to the garbage. And, there's I can't remember what it is, 82 million tons or something like that of fabric supplies that go to the landfill every year. Well, I'm finding out, yeah, because I think most of it my neighbors had in their closets, and now I have, and I'm trying to use it up. So I'd love to sell some of this. Upcycle-creations.com, and it's all over there. And this is the Bad Hair Day. He's just a she's got on a skirt, is just a fun little thing to have. And there's her hair, Bad Hair Day. And she has covered buttons for her eyes and a great big smile. And she's made out of a t-shirt material, very soft and lovable. And this, I had never heard of this before. And these are called cuff bracelets. And I never heard of it until I started doing this and looking around on YouTube to see what I could make. And again, it's slow stitching. So you've got that with a little heart, and then it's lined on the back. Now this does have machine stitching around the edge, so it's going to stay nice. And it just goes on your wrist, and I can't get it on easy with just one hand. But what it does is it has a ponytail holder sewn into it, and that just comes around and hooks onto that button. And there you are. And there is your, oops, upside down. There's your cuff bracelet. Whoops, there we go. There. And you have those in, now these aren't on my website yet. I got to put these are a little different. They're kind of a triangular shape, but this is raised up. This is a little flower made out of lace with a pearl in the middle, but it's the same idea. This one is like that, and the thing in the middle of this flower is a paper bead made from junk mail. And those are so much fun to make. I am going to do a tutorial on it, especially if someone would like it. Once you get them glazed, you really can't tell. You can see it has a shine to it. It's amazing how good you can have them turn out. So I'm trying to get my YouTube channel to grow. It's doing pretty well. More subscribers are always welcome. Please tell your friends, share it with them, and then you'll know when I'm going to do things like this. So I hope that, well, I know the chat works. Christy did hello. If you're out there, say hello to me. Let me know where you are. Now, I have a set of 3 little things that just kind of hang up. These are just little, I don't know what they are. They're just kind of fun things to hang around. And the set goes together because they're just so tiny and all. But they're fun to make. And they have one purpose in life, and that's to make you smile. So I hope they do. They're kind of quirky. And as far as trying to use everything, his hands and feet are, you can see what they are. They're tabs off my Diet Cola. And just parts of whatever. Just this and that. It's amazing what you can do with just a few scraps. And let me see if I can get him in here. Yeah, there. So let me see what I have. I've got more stuff. And this isn't everything. I'm going to have to do this again to get the other stuff in here. Oh, yeah. I got to show you. Now, I'm going to put this one up. Here it is. This is another one of my funky, quirky dolls that made out of t-shirt material, knit. And nice and soft and cuddly. And I had one customer had an older friend who was going through, had dementia. And she just wanted something that her friend could hold. And she bought a real pretty blue one of these about this size. And I'm hoping that the lady is enjoying it. So, but here is Buster. Oh, I love Buster. He's the same size as King Bunny and made out of different, just, different fabrics, but he's nice and huggable too. And he's pretty big with his great big ears and his pretty long feet. And he has his own little heart there, and he's got his tie, and he's ready for stepping out. Yeah, and his big eyes to watch you with. So I'm going to go back. I want to show off some of the things I did at the beginning. And let me see. I'm going to get, now that was Buster. This is the same size as Buster, but he's very, very special. It took me 3 weeks to do all this stitching on it. It's very much like a Victorian crazy quilt that, how ornate those are. That's what King Bunny is. And I had to learn how to do this embroidery. If you embroider, we usually use 2 or 3 strands of the embroidery. And this is done with 1 strand of the embroidery and then blended as you go. So he is quite a collector's item, more or less, on that. Oh, yeah, these are, like I say, I don't like to waste things. And everybody likes tote bags. So this is my neighbor's tote bag. This is my neighbor has a big, beautiful, noisy bird. And this is her birdseed bag. And I love these pictures on here. And it's really sturdy. I've got one of these I've been using for a year. And it just I thought, I'll use it till it dies. I'm still using it. They're double stitched on the bottom, and so I try to make them as sturdy as possible. And I use mine. Excuse me. I use mine for carrying my computer in. I trust it that much. Now this is a dog food bag that all the writing got cut off of it, but just the way it was. And they had just put nice wildlife. There's, I think, bison and big wolves and things like that on there. And so they're really unique. And I have a bunch that, now my favorite one is, I like this one. This is like the one I use that I wouldn't swap for anything because I just think that dog is so cute. And there he is again on the back. And like I say, these are very sturdy. You can put a lot of stuff in them. And now this one, let me grab it. This one was really something. This took a while. The problem was the food had such a strong smell. It took me a week of spraying it with vinegar and leaving it outside in the sun and everything. So, but I loved this. I guess it's a black lab, and this is a big bag, and it also is double stitched. And it's in my shop. So please visit my shop, upcycle-creations.com. And I see we've got new people that weren't here a while ago. So I'm going to go back to a couple of things. And this is, this way. I have just come into 2 or 3 new pairs of blue jeans and that have been well loved. And this is the first one. And it has the lining and the pocket and everything that you need. It's a perfect size. Has an over-the-shoulder a crossbody strap, and it's adjustable. So there is that. And let's see. Oh yeah, this. If you have anybody if you got those plastic bags just end up everywhere that you come home from the grocery store in, and this is one of those things that You put the bags in the top, and there's elastic down here, and you pull it out the bottom. And I put a nice little sturdy little loop there for hanging it up on a hook in your kitchen. And certainly that material will brighten up any dull kitchen corner that's a little on the dark side. So this is those Publix bags that you put in that other one I was just talking about, but I cut it into circles and crocheted it until I have this bag with a good sturdy handle on it and a button closure here that goes like this. And then the inside, it is not lined, so you can hose it off. You can put it under the faucet, take it to the beach, let it get, sand all over it, and clean it up. So this one, let's see. I think that's about all that I had for today. I would just love for somebody to send me a comment and say hello, and let me know who's there. If there's anything that you like on my Upcycle Creations page on YouTube, I'd like to know what you would like in the way of what do you want to learn how to do. I'm thinking about tutorials for like paper beads. That's a fun thing to do, and it doesn't take a lot of, you don't have to go out and invest in a lot of stuff to do that. Just like with the slow stitching, you don't have to invest in a lot of stuff. You start with your own closet and pick out a few things that, you're never going to wear again. Maybe they've got some trim on them. They might have some lace on them, anything. And if, let your friends know that you want to do something. And you never know when somebody's going to give you something. I got something that had the best fringe. Let me grab this other purse. Hang on, I'm coming right back. I'm back. I had originally made this one to sell, but I liked it so much I had to keep it. These are those little yo-yos you make, and just put a button in there and some upholstery material to lengthen the size of the purse. And I like the fringe. And again, it has the crossbody adjustable strap and the lining on the inside. And this is just something somebody gave me that had fringe on the bottom of it, a lot of fringe. So I just carefully took all that off, and now I use it for everything. But if you like octopi, he's a cutie pie octopi. Yeah, with his little tam and his little poof up there. And then he has a big brother that's orange with a little blue hat. And he's a little bit bigger. Let me see if there's anything that I have forgotten completely. Let's see. No, I don't think so. So I'm going to finish up here. These are fun. They're just little rag dolls. And like Blondie. They're nice to carry around to sit. They'll all sit nicely. You can see that like that. I have a bunch of these. I think I have 2 of these. They're all different, but I think I have another one of these listed on my shop in the product section. So go there and see what all you can find. And Blondie's one of my favorites. Here's Blondie. And she's got her little, you can't tell much, but she's got little white slippers on to go with her. And she'll sit. I can see her sitting on a little girl's bed waiting for her to come home from school. So, oh yeah, here's the baby octopus. This is just a little bitty one. He sits in your hand. Because she's got a flower for a hat, and just little bitty safety eyes there. And she's on my website. And my glitzy frog is there. He's got his little green tummy, but he has a gold on his back and googly eyes. And he'll sit up. If I can get around here. He sits. There we go. He sits. So I can't get anybody to say hello to me. You have no idea how lonely this is. And I know my chat works because Christy said hello. So if you weren't here before, this is one of the first things that I talked about. This is another thing that I had never heard about. And apparently, I mean, people have been using them for hundreds of years. It's a needle book. And it closes up with a nice little tie, and it's perfect for somebody who likes to do handwork. It would be a beautiful gift for somebody there. And then you undo it, and it's very ornate, as you can see, all the detail on it. This is, if I can get in here right, oh, it's hard to see. This, no, it's this. This, oh, well, I'm trying to get to this right here. There we go. All these little bitty stitches. You get really good at that when you're doing slow stitching, and you spend a lot of time just going back and forth like that. That fills in and that holds things in place. And that's, I'm not sure where that came from, in the East somewhere. And they make gorgeous, intricate patterns out of it. I only do the most simple of it. But there's that. And then you open it up, and it has a little pocket here with a snap, so you can put a little bit of thread in there. Oh, hush. And this doesn't go with it, but that's a seam ripper, and it sits in there and has a little piece of elastic to keep you from losing it. And these are felt pages for putting your pins and your needles in. And then this is to put a little pair of scissors in. And this is a snap that holds them in like that. And then another pocket over here. So everything you need to take your sewing with you without having to run around and I have one that I made, the first one I made. And if I just go from a lot of times I'll be sewing in the living room and I want to go watch TV in the bedroom at night. All I have to do is grab my needle book and I've got everything I need. So that's a really, really, really good thing. And we're up to 2 people, but I don't know who you are. You can see me, but I can't see you. I would love some feedback to see who you are and where you're from and what you're interested in. Yeah, and this is Blondie. Everything is embroidered on. And I made her dress and put a lot of extra interest in it. Again, it's scraps. So let's see. One more time. If you didn't see this, I gave a purse like this to a friend of mine, and she said everywhere she goes, people want to know where she got it. So this looks like a little skirt, really, but it's a purse. Has this flap that goes over it with a little flower on it, and it has the snap, the magnetic snap, and it's lined with a pocket inside, and it's a boho purse, and it has the crossbody strap that's adjustable. So, and it's very unique. The ruffles are on the front and the back. That takes a while to do. So, if you didn't see these, going along with my theme of no waste, I mean, I even keep my ends of threads that you cut off. I have a bowl full of those that I use for stuffing little things like, I don't have any right here, but I have some little crocheted things that I'll do the next time. And they're stuffed with the threads rather than the expensive fiber fill. But this is my dog's dog food bag, and it makes a great tote that you can use, and it's very, very sturdy. It's double stitched, and it'll hold just about anything. And that all of this stuff is available on my online shop, upcycle-creations.com, and it's also in the description for this. Oops, backwards. This is a dog food bag that just had a gorgeous picture on it, and now it is, you see the inside. It's a tote with strong handles, and they're double stitched where the handles connect. And this is not a dog food bag. This is a gorgeous one. This is a bird seed bag, and it's got pictures of those pretty big birds that are bright colored, and it also makes a good tote. I love making these, and right now I've got so many bags that unless I sell some of these, I got to quit making them for a while. They take up too much space. This is one of my favorites. He just looks like a nice, good old black lab, and this is a big bag. This came, my friend has over 100 pounds, that dog is, pit bull. He eats a lot, so she buys it in big bags. And that was, I've got 3 of those she brought me. So I've got 3 bags made like that. And so anyway, that's about all I had ready to show you. Let me get Buster, and he'll say goodbye. Hello. There's Buster. I love Buster. Buster, I was going to put him on YouTube and show him off, and he said, no, I can't go out there without clothes. So he said I had to make him some trousers. So again, without wasting anything, his trousers are the ironing board cover, the good parts of it that didn't get scorched too much. So I use every bit of everything I can for upcycling. And so far, going from, I would encourage you, if you've ever wanted to take up something new, whether you want to do it completely and jump in or just do it, you've thought about learning something new and doing it, do it. I don't know if I'm going to succeed at this or not, but I certainly have learned a lot, and that's certainly, you can't go wrong if you're learning new stuff, new skills, new technology, things like that. And yeah, I hope that it takes off and I can do fairly well with it. That would be nice. But it all depends on if people like, what I do, and if they'll go to my page and think of me and other small businesses. If you own a small business, you want people to think local. So, support your small business nearby and buy from them before Amazon. It keeps the money in the community and helps out your neighbors. So I always try to do that. And I'm disappointed when I go to a store and I want to get something, and I always give a local merchant a chance first. And so many times now you can't get it. They say, oh, you have to get that online. So, that's a shame that we've gotten there. So I would love we have 3 people online with us right now, and I'd love to know who you are. If you could say hello and let me know who you are and where you are, that would be great. I had, before I leave, let's see, I found my pink ones. These are my other coasters made, crocheted, and these are the pink ones. And I've got wine colored. Let me see. Here we go. There. I'm trying to move around here. These are my favorite, the wine colored ones. And then I've got a couple of shades of green, and I showed you the purple ones and the pink ones. So I've got a bunch of those, and they look nice sitting out, and certainly they will save your tabletops. This is almost a crib baby. This is a sock doll, which I do not have yet. I will put it on tonight on my website. And I made all the clothes. Everything's sewn on, including the hat. uh, but I still wouldn't give it to an infant, a little older kid. Uh, the eyes are embroidered, not stones. Everything's embroidered or sewn on. Has a little uh, bow back there for the dress. Those are fun. Those are fun to do. So those are good for little kids, and they're very soft and lovable. So I'm going to end it about here. I've been on for 45 minutes, and I've gone through everything. I was hoping that we would actually have a conversation, and you could ask me some things. Let me know what you're interested in. Tell your friends, and please follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is also called Upcycle Creations, and visit my website, which is upcycle-creations.com. And you may find some of the stuff that you really like, and it would make nice gifts for your friends. So thank you for joining me. And next time I do this, it's going to be in the evening so I can catch some of the people that are at work. But I do have this much stuff again that I have been working. I've been working about a year before I started doing this. And so I have lots of stuff. So, there are 4 people there. Somebody say hello to me, please. So I know anything that would you like to look at that I can show you again. I don't know if it's the same people that have been there all the time, but I have several of these that are, fancy little girly stuffs. Can you see one of these sitting on a little girl's bed? And this is that, more like a Victorian crazy quilt kind of stuff. And these are my paper beads that I made. So, they get very glossy, Oh, good. Desert Girl says she loves the doll. Oh, this one? That one? And then I have, if you like dolls, there's that one. This is Blondie. And Blondie was my first rag doll I made without a pattern, and I made the clothes for her. Then we have, oops, I dropped it. Just a second. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm back. I'm throwing things around. Here are the twins. They go together as a pair, and they're good for young kids. Everything's sewn on to those. There's nothing that you can pull off like an eye or a button or anything like that. This one I'm going to put on the website. This is just my quirky little made with odds and ends pieces. And I can't remember what I named him, but his eyes are kind of off and his nose is a little wonky. So he's just funny. That's all there is, just funny. So let me see. Desert Girl, are you still here? I will show you. This is Buster. Yeah, that's Buster. This is for Desert Girl. She actually gave me a message. Thank you. And thank you for coming. Yeah, so, okay. Well, I don't have anything else to show you. I've shown you everything a couple of times, and I hope I haven't bored you to death. But I was going to say, do let me know. Leave me messages. Go to my, there are 4 people now. Well, I hate to quit now. My goodness. Let's do a few other things that people haven't seen. And these are my crocheted octopi. I have him, and then his friend. Let's see if I can. Moving these things around is backwards. And then I have the baby, the tiny one. Yeah. I didn't have much of that color left. So I had that. And then, let me see. Oh, that's my purse. Oh, yeah. This one. If you haven't seen this, I love making these blue jean bags. you never know how they're going to turn out when you start. You start cutting and you kind of have an idea in your head, and then you come across a seam and, oh, that won't work, or I need a little more material here. So that's how this one ended up. And it had this fringe around the bottom of the hem. So I said, I really want to keep that. So I kept that, and I liked the pockets because they were so glittery, and I love bling. And then the appliques came from the extra material I added on the side just to connect all that together. So I have that. And then, of course, going along with, I want to do a tutorial, especially if somebody wants it, on this kind of stuff. This is so much fun. These are the bags from Publix and Walmart and everything, and you just cut them in circles and you start crocheting with them. And there's really no pattern, you just start crocheting. And I ended up with this bag, which is pretty good, and it would be great for the beach because you can undo it, and inside there is no lining. I usually line things, but with this I thought, this would be great to be able to just squirt it off with a hose or stick it under the faucet and let it clean it out. So you could put anything in there, and if you got sand in there, it wouldn't matter. Just do it and do that. So let me see if there's anything. I think that's about it for today. So I will say thank you, everyone. And for a desert girl, I love the fact that you actually commented for me and made me feel like I'm not here alone talking to myself. So visit this. This is coming to you from my YouTube channel, and that's what I want you to subscribe to. And then go to my online shop, upcycle-creations.com, and you can feel free to use your credit card there. If you're local, there's an option to put local, and then you don't have to pay any shipping, and we'll just meet somewhere, and you can pay cash or you can pay whatever you want. So do that for me, and I hope to hear from y'all, and let me know how you liked my first successful live stream. I will be doing it again. Thank you so much, and let me hear from you. Bye.